Well, you could be the fourth if you want.
Come on, join us, Richard.
You would.
You outshine us.
So, man, can I get you to spin slightly? Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be facing that camera. Are you recording, Chris?
Yes.
Okay, so give it a second and then we'll do a big hi and welcome. Hi and welcome to Gander Brewing, the only place you can watch it and taste it. Apologies for all the beers we have lined up on the counter here. Judging competition is in swing, yes, and we're getting it afterwards, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we're tasting it. We are joined by Chris from the Grainfather. Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Very excited to have someone from the Grainfather on.
Actually, I'm really excited by Chris and Grainfather because you do something quite unique in Grainfather, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a lab technician for the new product development team.
Yeah,
I've been there for six years now.
Yeah.
So I develop Mango Jacks recipes, make your own recipes, and various other ones in multiple ranges.
So basically, you work in a lab.
I work in a lab making beers, wine, ciders, and spirits for a living.
That is a fantastic job.
Yeah. You tell that to anyone and they're like, wow.
It's not as glamorous as it sounds, like drinking during the day and getting paid for it. It's not as glamorous.
Sounds really glamorous though. It sounds like you should be going in with big spectacles.
I don't get hammered.
Wild hair, a white coat.
We do have a white coat.
Oh yeah, nice.
Black coat with a little name on it. Go fast.
Grainfather branding on it?
It's the sister company. So Grainfather is part of Bevy. Bevy Craft. And so Grainfather is one of our lines. So it'll be
nice. Yeah. You mentioned a few things there. So it's Mangrove Jacks, and also Make your own.
Yeah.
So which are you most involved with?
Mostly for myself, it'll be Mangrove Jacks. We have another one called Top Shelf and Still Spirits. Still Spirits, the other one, and that's what I mostly focus on. But past year has been a lot of Mango Jacks. We've been expanding into new recipes, craft series, really.
Okay. So for those people at home who might not have heard of Mango Jacks, obviously we know who they are. What is it?
It's originally from New Zealand. It's our OG line of extract kits that you can make at home, and it's dead simple. That's the idea of it. It's a beginner's kit. All you need is a bucket, water, sugar, and the yeast, and your extract, and it takes 30 minutes. It's dead easy.
Yeah.
And 1 week later, your beer or your cider's ready. You bottle it or keg it. You're done.
So there's quite a history with extract brewing. I think I brewed an extract brew with my dad it's probably the 90s.
I did the exact same thing with my granddad.
Yeah.
Exact same thing in the shed.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, when we got back into brewing, we went to all grain because extract brewing used to give you a sort of twang, didn't it? But things have changed now.
It'd have that weird homebrew kind of taste and smell. It's slightly off.
And now they're getting.
And now
really
it's now the commercial grade essentially. Like you can rival.
They are so sophisticated.
Our cider ranges on par with most commercial ones. If you want an alternative that isn't too sweet, it's perfect.
Yeah, because there's some viewers at home that have talked about getting into brewing and they don't know how to get started. That's a really good way to start.
That's how I started. That's how I started when I first got the job, and that was the first half of my year training was focusing on extract kits and just learning how they work and the intricacies.
So if you're at home and you think, I want to make a beer, and you start with extract brewing, there's some fantastic kits that you guys do as well. We need to we'll take some pictures and we'll put them on social media and we'll show you what's there, but a lot of them are up.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of them up.
On the floor.
The lovely floor.
There will be some videos out on those, but if you are making an extract kit, what is it, or an extract brew, what is it you're going to need to brew?
To brew, it's obviously your extract. You need a vessel. In most cases, people use plastic buckets.
Yep.
You need either brewing sugar, so it'll be dextrose, or extra malt extract for brewing. The yeast, but that'll come with your kit, so you can use your own. And a lid with it, preferably an airlock.
Yeah.
And that's really it. And water.
So what do you do on brew day? What would happen?
On brew day, I would prep my buckets. I would weigh all my sugars. If I'm making it from scratch, I pasteurize them myself. I like to do it the old-fashioned way. I do it on hob. Pasteurize it. If I'm doing a flavored beer, I'll blend in my flavors with that and my extra bittering agents. After that, I add it directly into my bucket, add in my brewing sugars, top it up, add my yeast, give it a stir, lid on, airlock on, done.
Done. It's so
minutes.
simple.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes less. If it's a cider, it's 15, easy.
I mean, there's a few extra things that you're adding in there, like adding flavours and things. Like,
Yeah.
if you've got a kit, you probably
You
don't need
need
to.
to.
You've done all that work already.
Yeah, you've already done this.
Yeah.
So in the kits, it's already pre-made. So I've already added like those flavors in. So all you have to do is pour it in, add your sugar, and top it up, and add the yeast.
Nice. A fantastic way to start.
Yeah.
And then it will ferment, and then you can choose to either put it in a keg or a bottle, or however you want to.
You get your money's worth. You get 40 pints out of these.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So, what sort of recipes have you been developing?
Recently, I've just gone to market. I've done a rosé cider, dry hop cider with citra hops, lemon goes sour beer,
Lee would love you because he loves the sour beer.
and a pink grapefruit IPA.
Yeah, nice.
Those are my latest ones I've done. We've also got a juicy IPA that's just gone to market that my supervisor just developed.
Nice.
And then we got the classics, so you got American IPAs, NEPAs, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, New England IPAs,
classics.
those type. We got a NEPA on as well,
Yeah.
which we do. Obviously, we do that we put the grain in and that sort of thing using the Grainfather kit actually. But if you want to make it from a kit, then
Yeah, random Grainfather.
So yeah, what was I going to ask you? How do you go about? What I'm interested in is how do you go about making an extract kit? So obviously, what you're aiming for is that sugary water that you're then going to add yeast to.
Yes.
And you might add your hops in at that point as well. Yeah. So how do you go about sort of reverse engineering that?
Okay, so starting the base with just the extract itself.
Yeah.
Well, we get our malts from obviously our own warehouses. So there's various ways you can get dry extracts. That's that's the classic one. It's just all with sugar.
Yeah.
You can do park grains as well. That's another option. But the basic one is it'd be a liquid malt that if you get it fresh, you just pasteurize. So you can just do it in your hob.
Yeah.
So I'll give an example of like an IPA. A basic IPA would be 3 kilos of a light malt extract.
Yeah.
Pasteurized to 80, 90 degrees. And then after that's happened, you add in your bittering agents
Yeah.
Yeah.
in your bucket,
Yeah.
brewing sugar, or not, depending what style you're doing, and then your water.
So how do you go
How do
about
I-
creating that kit?
How do I go?
Am I giving away trade secrets here? But how do you?
Basically, me and the guys in the lab, we have our own profile creators. We have templates that we can use, and we'll often reference like commercial things. But I can't say too much. That's as much as I can say.
We're pushing you
Yeah,
a little bit
I
to the
don't
boundaries.
want the managers to look at
So
this.
some magic happens basically
Yeah.
with you in your lab, and you
Yeah.
sort of extrapolate.
I would not
Like,
like that.
between the lot of
crazy.
us is about 40 years of experience, so we
Yeah.
all just pass information on, get ideas what will work and what we've done in the past and what we know works, and then we'll add on top of that. But I can't say anymore.
Okay. Would you like some beer, and maybe we'll ask you the question
got
again?
a nice little 10 bottle lineup.
Yeah.
So this is what the first 10 bottles of beer that were judged.
Yeah.
Given kindly by.
Are you
one
allowed
of the
to
event
drink?
organisers.
You're at work, aren't you,
I'm
really?
allowed to drink, but I'm not going to drink too much.
Well, if
So
you
I'd
just-
probably stay clear of that
Yeah,
imperial
we've
barley.
got an
barley.
imperial barley wine there,
myself
which
some
I
of that
probably
already.
didn't have in the studio.
I mean,
So yeah,
it's not a day in the
comes
office for me,
back.
really. But
Sarah would be interested in speaking to you, actually. Yeah. We need to speak to Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
There is a video of Sarah. I don't know if you're in shot at the moment, but there is another video. Ooh, we've got some rain. Oh no. We're gonna have to get some umbrellas.
We're going to have to get the
out.
umbrella man.
What else did we need to ask you? I'm thinking we've covered perhaps the extract.
Yeah.
What is else that you do in the lab?
I do a lot of work in spirits.
Spirits.
So
Yeah, because the
So
Grainfather
the Grainfather has, you can
umbrella.
attach limbic domes, and we also do a T500 dome,
Yeah.
which is part of our still spirits range. So with a limbic dome, you can make you can take your beers and boil them back slightly and make whiskies or bourbons out of them. I've done a few of those in the past. Bourbon's fantastic. And the best thing is if you spoil a beer, it doesn't have to go in the bin. You can just put that in back in the Grainfather, distill it, and they turn it into a half decent whiskey.
Nice.
So, you know,
Oh no, we had
ditched
a brew
our
type
Brew
IPA.
type.
I
Yay.
had to do that the other week with a wheat beer that went awry.
Yeah,
we did it right.
And then we salvaged it and turned it into a decent whiskey, and it's oaking right now.
Nice. Wonderful.
Oh, we should have done that.
Yeah. And then with the T500, you use that for clean spirits. So if you want to make vodka or gin, you use a botanicals basket, so you can add in your junipers and your citrus elements and all that, and then just do a run like that. So it's kind of all in one.
I think you just play about for a living. That's what you do.
There's a lot of like guesswork, but it's calculated guesswork.
Wonderful.
Nice. Do you want to take a sip of one?
Yeah, sure.
Take your pick.
What sort of beers would you choose if you were going to go to a bar?
If I go to a bar, I normally do porters, or depends what the mood is. If it's a long night, I'll probably go with my pilsners and IPAs, just so a bit more chill.
Yeah.
If I want something just to have a nice night, I'll probably go with stouts or a porter. Just relax. Have you got any stouts or porters?
There's loads of stouts.
Really highly rated.
Neish
I'm
just
not sure
appeared.
how
He's
much
been up on the floor.
is
He's
left.
struggling with hay fever a little bit. We're mid-interview here.
Don't tell me I missed all the interesting yeast.
You would have
you
loved
missed it, Lee.
talking
Really?
to Chris, yes.
Oh, dear.
That is how he could. We tried to push him on how he creates his extract.
I can't give too much.
Yeah,
my manager
we couldn't get it. We couldn't get it out of him. So now we're buying him a beer and seeing how.
I can normally drink it. It needs a bit more before I loosen up a bit.
Yeah, it's normally quite an effective approach, isn't it, to extract information?
It is. Yes, wonderful.
Produces
Okay, is there anything else that we need to cover? I don't think there is. It's starting to rain, so I think we need to cover something. So I'm going to say goodbye out of necessity more than anything else. See you guys. Thank you very much, Chris from
Thank you, Chris, for
Grainfather.
joining us.
having me.
Yeah, good.
Cheers.
Love to have you.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Bye. Should we press stop?